Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to uh, talk about how to write a good essay and using 6 traits of writing. Writing is a very good and also a very important skill. And if you want to write an essay or paragraph or narrative writing, we have to have some skills which will allow us to produce a good writing. And if you are writing for Ielts, TOEFL, university test, or even if you're producing a writing piece for your writing assignment or reading assignment or any kind of assignment, if you're writing in form of writing, in that case, either it doesn't matter whether it is 100 words or 200 words or 4,000 words, you have to use some kind of technique to make your writing a good one. And 6 traits of writing for writing essay is the most best option and also very good technique. Most of the teachers in our those who actually work in English language classes, they teach the students with this one. So today I'm going to talk about the 6 traits of writing. So first one, let us look the traits. Before we go, George Orwell said, if people cannot write well, they cannot think well. If they cannot think well, others will do their thinking for them. So it actually shows how important it is to write something very good. It means a well read thing. Now, what is 6 traits? It's kind of magic for those who knows, and those who don't know, for them, I don't know what to say. But the traits are not new, and it's defined as the quality of characteristics critical to successful performance. Just as there are traits for good ice skating like balance, grace, technical skill, and so on, there are traits for good writing as well. Now, it is not a program or curriculum. Think of it as a common language used in the classroom to help the teachers and students celebrate and what is being done well and focus instruction on what still needs work. And 6 traits is an instrument teachers can use to provide accurate, reliable feedback. And also the 6 traits were developed in the 1980s by teachers from across the country and in research, and it is also research based work. Now, however, it is a dynamic, flexible assessment tool that works with the curriculum to guide instruction so all students can successfully meet their writing goals. Uh, well, we have to, there is a learning cycle, we all know, that is introduction to new information, presentation of new information, processing information, assessment of knowledge, uh, remediation or advancement. So, what does 6 provides do? It provides a shared vocabulary for all teachers to assess and teach writing by focusing on 6 characteristics of writing that are noticeable in outstanding written work. So, why we have to use 6 traits? Like a common vocabulary, just I mentioned before, teaching and learning how write well, grading papers and explaining the grades, explaining revision, how to improve a paper. So these are the reason that we should use 6 traits. How it will help the students? Well, it's a tool to self-assess and the vocabulary to revise and discuss their own paper, the writing of their peers, the common understanding about what a grade means, what when their papers are returned, and also consistency in teachers' expectation. Uh, Many people say 6 plus 1 traits. So these 6 traits are ideas, which are detailed development and focus, organization that works on internal structure, voice, which means tone, style, purpose, and audience, word choice, precise language and phrasing, sentence fluency, correctness, rhythm, and cadence, conventions, mechanical correctness, and also the last one beside the 6 traits is presentation, which is handwriting, formatting, and layout. So actually, this is not the basic thing. If you are focusing on the 6 traits, the last one comes automatically. Now, the first one is ideas. Uh, Ideas are the heart of the message, the content of the piece, the main theme, together with the details that enrich and develop that theme. Student needs to select an idea, narrow the idea, elaborate the idea, and discover the best information to convey the main idea. And also, they can use 5 Ws, which is who, where, what, when, why, and also how. These are the questions that will tell you more about the ideas. So how you can develop this strategy to develop ideas: rewrite a familiar story or produce procedure without the details, and then ask students to fill them in. Turn non-fiction topics into a story. Write a general term on a note card and ask student to fill in the details. To narrow topics, use rafts, which is role of writer audience for piece, format of materials, topic or subject. To elaborate, show, don't tell. Next one is organization, which is whether your writing is enjoyable or easy to read, and how the sentences are transiting from one to another. That means the transition. So organization is the internal structure of a piece of writing, the central meaning, the pattern of logic. So a good lead hooks the reader and gives clues about what is to come. Thoughtful transition link key points and ideas. Sequencing should be logical, purposeful, and effective. Pacing, speeding up, and slowing down should be under control. A satisfying conclusion wraps it up all and give the reader something to think about. Uh, Strategy to develop organization: ask student to provide the order to familiar procedures, sentence, even cartoons. Model organization by using many types of graphic organizer. Ask student to identify story elements like character, setting, problem, solution, beginning, middle, and end. Next one trait is voice. Voice actually tells you whether it's a what is your thought, what is the feeling going on. So is it style or tone or flavor? So it's also of this and more. Voice is how the writing draws the reader in and creates a bond between reader and writer. It is the soul of the writing. So what could be the strategy to develop voice? Draw or articulate emotions. Use colors to represent voice. Discuss the voice you hear in book, media, etc. Use unique voice regularly. Also, write them thoughtfully. That's the thing. Uh, Fourth one is word choice. Word choice actually is the use of rich, colorful, precise language that moves and enlightens the reader. Strong word choice clarifies and expands idea, moves you to a new vision, or creates images in your mind so real you feel like you are part of the story yourself. That means the use of adjective, adverb, uh, modifiers, noun. Also, you have to, when you are done, you have to revise your work and also replace the word that you think it will convey more messages that you want to say. And the strategy could be teach short statements, live within a budget of 50 words. That's how you develop it. Promotes precision and conciseness. Collection of verbs for every subject. Retire the tired words and brainstorm alternate to common words. Encourage word acquisition in real world situation. Put good resources to work like thesaurus dictionary. One is sentence fluency. The sentence fluency is the rhythm and flow of the language, the sound of word patterns, the way in which the writing plays to the ear, not just to the eye. So it's the variety of sentences. Instead of using many short sentences, you can combine short sentence into compound one, and then it will look that you are more professional or more a good writer. The strategy is use tongue twister that will help you read aloud to yourself. Use a variety of poetry, use music, try choral reading, sentence stretching, use sentence strips for sentence beginnings, create visual of sentence length. Next one is the sixth one is conventions. Conventions are the mechanical correctness of the piece, spelling, grammar, and usage, paragraphing, use of capitals and punctuation. Uh, this is actually after you write, you have to check whether your writing is error free, whether the punctuation is in proper place, capitalization is proper. You have to make a checklist to see whether everything is in order. So how you can do that? To use highlighters to identify specific word or phrases. To find spelling errors, begin reading the paper from the end and use the editing checklist. uh, And the last one that is not part of six traits, but many people say it's the another trait, but you can do that if you can apply all the six one. The seventh one will come automatically, like handwriting. So consistent slant and uniform spacing, word processed, appropriate fonts and font sizes when if you're typing that one. Style markers like bullets, heading, page numbers, etc. are appropriate if you're typing something. In that case, effective integration of text and illustration and graphics, charts, maps, tables, etc. if you're writing any research paper. Uh, and the tips for using the traits: use the six trait vocabulary consistently. For example, you can remember the mnemonic, which will remind you the order, like I order veggies with Swiss cheese. With this one, I means idea, or order means organization. This way, I order veggies with Swiss cheese. This mnemonic reminds the students to remember the six traits. Don't score every trait every time. Score the traits that are the most helpful and appropriate. So meet the learning target to provide feedback and based on the assignment, and don't equate rating scores with letter grades. Thank you for watching my videos, and also remember, after you apply all the six traits, you will have, I think, happy writing, and also the writing component will be better than before if you use them. And you can use this strategy for IELTS, TOEFL, or university test. Remember this. And after a student is done with the work using the six traits rubric, student can do the peer review. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you in next one, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Take care. Bye.